not moaning about being a woman and showing everyone I'm a woman, I'm very successful. So, but it doesn't stop me being a woman or man. I am, as a person, very successful person, and I'm very proud of it.
Hi Ayse.
Hi Victoria, how have you been?
I'm good, I love that we're here now.
I know, and it's not raining.
No, it's not raining and it's beautiful out here. So, London, the last time I saw you was in Istanbul.
Yes.
The next time I will see you is in Istanbul. Now we're in London. Where are you based, you bold citizen?
I'm dual national, I have dual nationality, but I live in London. 90% of my life is in London. I go to Istanbul maybe 2 or 3 times a year.
So you're born in Istanbul?
I was born in England actually, that's very
Really?
interesting. I was born in Wales, so I'm a Welsh Turk. I know it's a very rare commodity.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was born here. I went back to Turkey when I was, exactly. When
You're
I was
not a commodity.
it is, I'm a very
Welsh
rare
Turk.
creature. Well, Welsh Turk. I lived till the age of 2 here, and I went back to Turkey and I continue living in Turkey till the age of 21. Then I came back to UK.
And why did you come back?
Because I want to do Masters in International Relations. I did law degree in Turkey and I want to be a diplomat. And for that assignment, you need to have really good English. So I came to do my Masters here. I didn't like international relations at all because I'm a very black and white person.
You're not diplomatic.
No, I'm not. I'm like straight to point. If someone says, I am not sure, maybe, I'm like, God, just give me a straight answer. So I then decided to convert my law to English law, and then the rest is history.
And you created out of thin air the Istanbul Arbitration Week
Yes.
that I'm excited to go to again this year. Why? How did that come about?
So it actually came through Tuğçe. You will remember her.
Really?
She's one of the girls in the committee. So she said apparently, one of the guys, Süleyman Bohça, there is Paris Arbitration Week. Why don't we do Turkey Arbitration Week? So they reached out to me in the first year when they were organizing. They said, we are doing Turkey Arbitration Week. I was a speaker. The following year, they said, do you want to come to committee? I said, yes, I will, but I have some ideas if that's all right with you. So I changed the name from Turkey to Istanbul. I changed the logo, the location and everything. So I always thought what I want to see in an arbitration week when I go to a country. I want to see all the beautiful places. That's why we did Said Halim Pasha Mansion. This year we are doing Mandarin Hotel. I want to get business. That's why we are bringing lots of in-house lawyers. And also I want to have fun. That's why we have lots of parties. So it's not a boring arbitration week, but also you work very hard.
I can relate to the feeling that when you invest time in a project, that you really want to do it properly or not at all.
Exactly.
And how does that work, or did you find it worked on a committee? Because people don't always like someone taking over a project. How did you manage that?
I mean, my committee is great because we don't have very, other than me maybe, not very strong personalities. And they know I'm all or nothing person. Like if they say, oh, we are going to have 100 people here, I say no. In my bench vote party in London, I've been 400 people. This is an arbitration week, we are going to bring 1,000 people. So I think I put the stakes very high, and I just wanted to make it world-class event. And I have been in lots of different arbitration weeks. You know, there are like some stuff I like in Paris, some stuff I don't like in Paris. Some stuff I like in New York, some stuff I don't. So I try to gather all the stuff that I like in the arbitration weeks and put it in one roof. And also promote youngsters. So we have Young ISTAW. We are the only arbitration committee that has a younger branch, and also my one of main drives is promote women and give them more opportunity to speak.
What did you find from the first year that I featured last year that you wanted to improve the next year? Was there anything?
There were. So I put lots of panels, and I put quite a few people in the panels. So the feedback was, why did we have so many panels? We are actually coming here to have coffee breaks, network, we need longer lunch breaks. So we are cutting off on panels this year, and the people, how many people that's going to speak. So instead of having 5 now, we are going to have 4 people. We are going to have more coffee breaks, and the event will finish earlier. So by doing that, people will have time to network and hopefully get more business.
Will there be a doner kebab?
I would love that. You see, I did on Tuesday.
Yes,
after
I
the
remember
body,
that.
yes.
That's when I fell in love with you even more.
Yes.
Because after all the fifi-fufu, it was just like a doner kebab.
Yes, exactly. We had our doner kebab. People loved it. This year, again, I'm pushing because I want to show people that they come to Istanbul. What is Istanbul about? I mean, sushi, come on. I can eat sushi here. I can eat sushi in Vienna. But guys, this is what we eat. And this is how we have fun. That's what I want to show. And to be honest, this year is a difference. We are going to bring low rocks to Istanbul too. And thought leaders will come to Istanbul. So we are going to have lots of different new faces entering to Turkey via us.
That's very exciting. I can't wait to go.
Yes.
You said you promote women especially.
Yes.
Can you share a little bit your impression on the female struggles, the female practitioner struggles in Turkey, in England?
Yes.
Is there a difference?
It is. I think it's quite similar in many ways. And one of the conferences I attended, it was like a group therapy session, and everyone was like, "Oh man, it's terrible. Look at us. We are very terrible. Oh my God, no one likes us." And I was sitting in that really big event, Victoria, and I was thinking, I'm so depressed. Oh my God, I feel like killing myself because I'm a woman. But my view is not mourning about being a woman and showing everyone I'm a woman. I'm very successful. So, but it doesn't stop me being a woman or man. I am, as a person, very successful person, and I'm very proud of it. So in Istanbul, what we did is in the panel, no women start crying saying, "Oh, men are terrible." On the contrary, they said we didn't see discrimination. Discrimination might happen by a woman or a man to a woman. You know, there's lots of jealousy happening. But main thing was I did this. I went through all these struggles, personal struggles, life struggles, and I achieved it. And that's the message I want to give in ISTAW. Not like group therapy session, but more, I want everyone to feel empowered. Even the man who is coming to listen, those inspiring women.
How can men help us, and how can we involve them in order to make the community more gender diverse?
Yeah, I think one of the things we can do is first of all start by us. Again, I will mention the same thing, but I have seen lots of women talking, saying we really support women, but they don't at all. So it starts with ourselves first. With men, I think we should communicate with them what we need, how they can help us, how they can, and also the confidence. Men are usually more confident than women. It is in their nature. I have lots of women who are very smart, very successful, but they always second doubt themselves. We have to stop that. I think we are, sorry to say that, but stronger gender, and we need to embrace it. Come on, we give birth, come on.
That's true. That's a fair point. How about femininity? I feel like globally the community is split, and it's a very individual topic, of course, but to what extent are we allowed and are we benefiting and encouraged to be feminine in the profession, to not wear the dress suits that make us look like men in order to adapt to a world that's for men, but how much can we be women in the profession and actually act like women, look like women, and structure the work life as is suitable for women?
Victoria, that's a really good question, because like you say, stereotypes. If you're a lawyer, you need to dress up this style. If you're a doctor, you need to dress up that. If you dress up like that, you don't look like really professional. I think it's very important to keep your professional self, but also put a bit of yourself into the outfits that you are wearing. For instance, I like wearing color. I love it, as you can see now. You saw in ISTAW. I like the jewelry and stuff, but also I have, again, when I'm going to a business meeting, I have a bit of professional side as well. I can't turn up with the jeans because I don't respect the other person if I do that. But I don't need to wear a black jean. I can wear blue trousers with a nice shirt that will go with that. But that's because a part of my personality I'm adding to that. And one of the things we did in ISTAW was we brought Vogan, you will remember, and you were featured in Harper's Bazaar as well. I want to show world, I can be very glamorous, I can be very successful, and that's it.
As a woman.
As a woman.
Being a woman and not a pretend man.
Exactly.
That's very cool. What I also loved about ISTAW, and I'm happy that you're pushing that further, is the networking and the relaxation part of it.
Yes.
I think it's important that when we dedicate even our spare time now to conferences, that we find time to relax and engage and engage socially,
Yes.
and do all those things that we don't do enough of when we're at work.
Yes.
So during your work life, I know you probably don't distinguish between work and life.
Yes.
But to what extent do you use exercise or self-care or meditation or any other mean to maybe keep your productivity
Yes.
and keep your sanity,
Yes,
and make
true.
sure that the hours that you do spend at work are useful, effective, productive time? Is there any secret for stress management and productivity?
My meditation is my son. So I love spending time with him. And when you see little kids' innocence and see them growing up, some of the characteristics, you straight away forget about work a bit. You say, oh my God, this is so wonderful that I created something. It loves me without unquestioning for a while. When he's teenager, he's gonna hate me. So I have 3 more years to go. He's kind of my meditation. I like spending time with him. You know, he has this thing like, eat my back, mommy, lies on my back, leg, I'm like eating his back. I know it will sound very weird, but it very relaxes me. I like cycling a lot. I used to do quite a lot of cycling. And yeah, these are the main things. I like reading. I like watching sometimes crap TV. I love watching Blind Date. You know, you need some brain. Blind Date. It's in Netflix. You have to watch.
Okay. What's your other crap TV that you watch?
I watch Under the Deck. It's on again in Prime. Yeah, it's all this reality stuff.
Okay.
Happening.
Okay. How about The Office?
I haven't watched it yet. I heard that's amazing. Is it?
Yes.
I have to watch it.
Yes, please do. Okay. Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. I haven't. South Park.
No.
South Park is great. You should watch Harry and Meghan episode.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Okay. We have some TV watching to do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. No, great. How old is your son now?
8.
What's his name?
Altay.
Altay. And how does he deal with you being so busy?
He's fine actually, because when I have my son, everyone knows those days. For instance, tomorrow and the day after, my son is with me. At 5 I'm out. I take my bag and that's it. That's purely with him. And when I don't have him, those are the days like today. I put like after work things and everything else. But I think it's so important for a son to have a working mom as a role model, because it's very natural for him. He will probably like to have a wife who will work as well. And he knows that women can do what they want. And I think that's really good for especially a son and daughter as well, to see that.
You say when he's with you.
Yes.
Why wouldn't he be with you?
So with my ex-husband, we share him 50-50.
Okay. Okay.
50-50. So it is, we did 2-2-3, so it's like Monday, Tuesday, one parent, Wednesday, Thursday, the other. Then the weekends just automatically changes, days change.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now that I'm seeing this, are you...
Yes, I'm engaged.
Are you? This is you received this from someone else. You didn't gift it to yourself.
Yes, no, I didn't.
I'm planning to gift jewelry to myself soon.
Oh no, this gift. So I got engaged.
Also.
Yeah, recently. Yes.
Dude, what's this called?
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Sapphire is my favorite.
Is it?
Yes.
Did he know, or did you tell him?
I told him. I said, I want a sapphire. I want this style of sapphire, and I want the design like that.
I love this. Why wait for a surprise and then you're disappointed?
Yes, exactly. I was like, no. And but to be honest, the proposal was kind of a bit upsetting because my mom was ill. So, but we got mom's blessing too, which was great. So she was a part of it.
And she
nice.
knows that you're.
Oh, she did. We went to Turkey. He met just before Bomara transfer. He met my mom, my dad. So it was very nice. Very nice.
Very good.
Yes.
Exciting.
Yes.
Beautiful ring. Beautiful story.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
How does he get along with your son?
He loves him. He loves him. My son loves him. He gets on very well, and he has kids as well. All 3 kids are wonderful. You know, they love each other.
What's the secret to being an amazing mom and fiancé with that kind of ring and successful at work in London, in Istanbul?
I don't know. It's like when it comes to work, I think the thing is hard work. And you will know as well, Victoria. You're exactly like me. My brain doesn't stop. I'm like always thinking, when is the next thing? What do I need to do? And I feel like a racehorse when it comes to that. I'm never satisfied. I'm like, I need to do bigger and I need to do better. When it comes to personal life, I think it's only luck. You can't do anything about that. It's like the right person, right time.
Is it luck, or is it what you dedicate to a person? What you bring in terms of attitude?
Yes, exactly.
Support.
Exactly, support.
Yeah.
The main thing is supporting each other, taking care of each other, and love comes afterwards, because you can't love a person if he's very rude to you, he's not supporting you. Yeah. So your love starts because you feel, very pressure. Yeah. You feel very privileged because that person really loves you.
So what is special about women in Turkey? Do they have a strong history of being equal with men? Do they? Is there uprising? It's a very split country in that way.
Yes.
So it's very interesting. Is there anything you want to highlight or explain on the role of women in Turkey?
Yeah, women's rights were given to women by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk when he actually declared the republic this year, 100th year of Turkish Republic, and he said women and men are equal. And he actually, in lots of statements, he was saying women are better than men. So that's why women has to be supported. But Turkey embraced it with open arms, because historically we are coming from north of China, we are the Huns. Women always ruled the country when the emperor was going for war. So when Turkey became Muslim, suddenly the women who always ruled the country, their rights were taken back and they were put aside. Atatürk brought right back to Turkish women, and of course there's a division, but I think lots of Turkish women straight away embraced it, because we always had that power inside us. And when you look at the Turkey, when you look at the big GCs, you probably saw in ISTAW as well, Victoria, 75% of GCs in Turkey are women. And you have seen Tuğçe, there are lots of Şule, Ayse Yazır, lots of very bright women in Turkey.
Bright and strong and
very strong,
determined
exactly.
and charismatic.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. I'm excited to see them all again.
Yes, I can't wait to have you there. Now it's going to be Mandarin Oriental, so it's a bigger, nicer venue. We have a bigger boat, and the closing will be on Bosphorus as well. So we got another restaurant next to Tram Palace.
I'm so excited.
You have to come for 5 days.
I am coming. Of course I'm coming.
Brilliant.
Great. London. How do you perceive the work environment in arbitration in London? What do you do? What professions can people try out or step into when they consider working in arbitration? And is there a difference in terms of I want to say time engagement or workload?
I mean, in London I love London. I love the buzz in London. I like the types of cases I'm getting in London. I mean, for me, London is the core of arbitration world, because the amount of cases I am seeing that's going to exit or commercial arbitration are massive. Even a massive Turkish case usually goes through London. Like, London established itself in such a way that it sits in the core of the world. I do a bit of arbitration work, a bit of commercial arbitration, so I'm a litigation funder, which means that if a lawyer needs some money, they come to me for their fees, for the expenses, and I take the full risk and give that money. If the case is unsuccessful, I lose all of my investment. If the case is successful, I get a percentage of damages. So that's my structure, and it's a really high risk job. And that's why if you want to be a really good global player, you have to be in London, because even the New York cases goes through London. So that I like it. When it comes to the style, London is a very capitalist city. You have to work very hard, otherwise there's always someone to replace you. And the quality of people coming all around the world to here is quite high, because we don't have English people. I came from Turkey. There are lots of people coming from France, Germany, US, Middle East. So it just tries to maintain very high skilled people.
Do you want to talk a little bit about benchmark?
Yes.
Where's the money coming from? Who's funding Benchmark, and who makes the investment decisions?
So we had a few investors behind us, where they are like private equity houses and hedge funds are the ones who are investing in the cases. So the Benchmark was set up by Stuart Grant and Adrian Chopin. So they started the business. We are only 11 people globally, and we have over $1 billion under management. So we are managing all that money and doing the investment. When it comes to investment decisions, I review the cases, then it goes to our investment committee, which is only 2 people, Stuart and Adrian. If they say yes, and usually we instruct an external lawyer or a barrister to do work for us, then that case gets funding. But then we now rank number 1 in Chambers and Partners. We were ranked last year as well. Yes. And I find out I'm going to be top ranked this year in Chambers as well.
My God. I love this. I love this for you. Amazing. You earn it. Oh my God.
That's why I don't have any work-life balance. I just work.
Yeah, no, great. Wonderful. So is there, for lawyers, there's sort of some pride in winning cases?
Yes.
Even though, you admit that not every case is as easy to win as another, even though you try really hard. For litigation funders, is there a I don't know, ranking, like how many cases you proposed for funding that then were win or lose? Yes. Is that how you rank?
Oh, you rank based on the feedback from lawyers. Are you quick enough? Are you really funding cases? Yeah. And it's like also win-loss ratio helps as well. So if you lose all the cases, probably you will go bust because it is non-recourse loan. Yeah. So those are the criteria that Chambers looks, and they speak like hundreds of people around the world, and they ask who do you recommend, and they put number 1. If the main people say Benchmark is 1 because of this, then we get that ranking.
That's exciting. Very happy for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
How do you try to encourage young women to get into that profession? You said you are now focusing the Civil Arbitration Week on the next generation. There will be liberty of the next generation of the younger practitioners to design their own event. How's that working out, and what do you do to encourage them and to guide them?
To guide them, I actually have very hands-off approach.
Yes.
I put a very bright few people together, few youngsters, and I told them, I said to them, this is how we do in ISTAW. You need to get money, you need to get sponsorship. I think it should be this, but I let them decide and think. Yeah. So actually they can overturn my decisions. So if I say I want to happen that day, they say we have a committee decision and it's not going to happen. And I love that. I think it's like how you encourage people to think and give them a platform to do their own thing and be proud of themselves. And I also compliment them a lot, and which is true. They are doing a great job. Last year, I sent them an email saying, I'm so proud of you all. And I think as a boss, one of the things we are missing in our careers are, we are always giving negative feedback to juniors. It's so important to give positive feedback and highlight, you are doing very good, well done you, I'm very proud of you. And that really changes the attitude from the juniors, because they want to do more.
Yeah. No, I can relate. I'm figuring this out. I'm a control freak when it comes to our work, because we take it very seriously, and so it is hard for me to delegate without making sure I know what's going on and what's happening, and without giving the guidance that I think people need at a younger age to make that and perform that task well, because I don't want to set them up for failure. But as I'm doing my arbitration interviews and the artsy part of that job, and especially now the social media, Instagram aspects of it, where I really don't know the answers, I experienced something similar where I encourage the team to just do it. They were waiting for me, as they are used to, for me to give them instructions and guidance on how to do it. Like, I don't know how to do it. You might well know how to do it.
Exactly.
I don't.
But then also spotting who has the capacity. Some people, not everyone is exactly the same. If someone doesn't have capacity, for me, they're out. Like I say, thank you so much, because there might be someone who doesn't have that opportunity, incredibly bright, waiting for it on the corner. So my view is, if you don't deal with that, if you are not good enough, or you are lazy, then I will replace you someone with someone else. That person will appreciate.
Yeah, and even if it's not a lack of competence, or if it's not lazy, I think it is what our profession requires. It's to be a self-starter. It's to be to think about what could work, because every day we don't know, right?
Yes.
Every day we face a challenge where we don't know the answer. We just try to work it out.
Yeah.
And if you don't practice that, if you don't want to find out what could work, if you just wait for someone to tell you a task that you can then chop off, I don't think this is the right profession for those people.
I know, initiative. It goes through initiative, like you said. You started something. This is amazing. On your own. You came with an idea, and you could have had an easy life. Just work as a very successful lawyer, and that's it. But you wanted to do something different, and you took a step. And life is like that. You need to take a risk to be successful, and you need to use initiative to take that step. And lots of people, unfortunately, they don't have that. They always say, "Oh, you didn't tell me," and I say, "Why do I need to tell you? Why can't you think?" And that's a very different skill, I think. Not everyone has that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and this is where I'm a little torn about my initiative. I think it's both humiliating and encouraging, I hope, that the journey that it took for me to get to where we're today, and then where we will be hopefully eventually, is so public. Because of course the first few videos, they're far from perfect, they're far from good.
Yes.
But I hope it shows that you can be courageous, and you can start something. If you want to do something, you just take a first step and you try. And of course your first try is not going to be perfect, but far from it. But I had such a great response and so much impact already that I never thought I would have. So I think it was definitely worth it, and I hope people won't shy away from taking initiative and from trying things. If they want to do good, or if they want to achieve something, just give it a shot, and then develop, not wait for it to be perfect in your head before you start.
Yes, I can't agree more, Victoria, because even like very basic thing, LinkedIn. I say to kids, like, come on, start up your LinkedIn. It's so important. You tell the world what are you doing, and you are not even paying any money. And they say, what if people don't like what we put there? What if people comment, and what if people think I am self-promoting? I said, sometimes you need to self-promote. You need to say, I did this. If you did that and you are proud of it, like with the stuff I use LinkedIn quite regularly, I did it, and look what I have achieved. I'm very proud of that. If people don't like it, that's their problem. It comes with the confidence as well. If you have kind of some self-belief and confidence in yourself, then you will have courage to take that step. But if you really care about what others will think about you, you will never going to be successful.
Yeah, I try not to think about what others think about me.
Me neither.
Yeah, it helps. It helps, and thankfully a lot of people think that we're doing good.
Yes, hopefully.
One last question: what are you gonna wear tonight?
I am gonna wear this dress. So I had another dress, flowery dress. When I walked in, they said I look like a English Rose and Kate Middleton, like a
and
very
you don't
innocent.
feel like English royalty.
No, I am not. I am like, what? So I decided to keep my work clothes, which I'm going to do more color, because I love color. Color is my thing. But also, I am not really Kate Middleton and pretty innocent
Thank God
English
you're
girl.
not.
Oh, thanks God for God. So I wouldn't have married William in the first instance anyway. Never mind. Let's not go into royal family. But I'm gonna wear this.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna put more makeup.
You're
How
gonna
about
put
you?
makeup? I'm gonna put a different dress. Yes, dressing up
What
for
color?
you. Blue.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Contrast to you.
Yeah, that sounds brilliant.
Awesome. So good.
Hey.
Sweet.